And joining me now is Democratic Congressman Jared Moskowitz from Florida. Congressman, thank you very much for being with us. I want to ask you about this because there are a lot of organized Jewish groups and Jewish Americans who believe, despite their support for Israel, they believe that this right-wing coalition government is indeed racist because of its policies, the settlement policies in particular, against the Palestinians in the expansion of settlements, denying all possibility of two states.
Yeah, first, Andrea, thanks for having me. Well, listen, to say an entire country is racist, which really gets to the foundation of the country as being racist, is an outrageous statement. I am obviously happy that the chairwoman has decided to clarify her comments. I think that was good and productive. Obviously, you saw Democratic leadership led by Hakeem Jeffries issue a statement on it. And the reason it's unfortunate because obviously you got President Herzog coming here this week. You got Republicans who were saying the Democratic Party is anti-Israel. So it feeds into that. And as you know, Andrea, we've seen a significant increase in anti-Semitism. Republicans are having RFK Jr. on the Hill this week, and he's going to tell everyone that COVID was the Jews' fault, which is, a white supremacist conspiracy theory. And so, look, I think it's fair to criticize government leaders. I think it's fair to criticize government policies. But to say an entire country was racist, which gets to the foundation of that country, I think is unacceptable.
And I should point out that RFK Jr. has said that he was misquoted, but the tape is the tape, and we saw exactly what he said, and it does echo some of the things that Vladimir Putin has been proposing in his propaganda. Now, that said, as I point out, the president of Israel, President Herzog, who was speaking at a joint meeting of Congress and meeting at the White House, is himself critical of Netanyahu's judicial proposals and, has been critical of the coalition. There's a coalition member who was once on a terror list and another who says that the Palestinians are not really a people. And these are ministers, important ministries.
Yeah, look, I think those comments are unacceptable. Obviously, there are people within the Israeli government that I disagree with, and there are folks in that coalition that I disagree with. I think criticism of those people is totally fair. Look, Israel is going through domestic policy issues now. We can weigh into that. I mean, Andrea, you've been paying attention to what's going on with our judiciary in this country, right? We got Supreme Court seats being stolen by Mitch McConnell. We got Supreme Court justices overturning 50 years of rights in this country. We got Supreme Court justices taking gifts and going on trips with folks that have cases in front of them, and that's not some sort of violation. And so, listen, I think it's fair to talk about other countries and their judicial system, but right now we got problems in our judicial system as well.
And speaking of that, you're on the Oversight Committee on the House side, and they're going to have hearings on Hunter Biden this week. Talk to me about how Democrats can legitimately push back against some of the attacks, given the fact that there are plenty of things that Hunter Biden did that he has acknowledged were wrong. Yeah,
look, Democrats are not here to defend Hunter Biden. I mean, obviously, someone who's lost his brother, lost his mom, he's experienced loss, and he's got issues that he's been dealing with and he has to deal with. We're here to fight for truth and democracy. I mean, to think that the Republicans are working with a whistleblower who's now been indicted by the Department of Justice as a Chinese foreign agent, doing business with the Iranian government, and selling illegal weapons to the Libyans. I mean, that's where they're at in this effort to try to own Hunter Biden. This is the folks that said, don't listen to whistleblowers during the Trump administration because they're part of the deep state. So I'm confused. Is the whistleblower from the IRS this week, is he part of the deep state or not part of the deep state? I can't keep up with when they are or not part of the deep state. Or are there deep state meetings that they go to? Did he not renew his deep state membership? And so, look, this is a circus in oversight of what's going on, and Democrats got to fight for truth.
Congressman Jared Moskowitz, it's great to see all those tourists back post-COVID. It's tourist season at the Capitol. It's wonderful to see big crowds there. Thank you.